It is pure art. For as long as I can remember, music has been a best friend of mine. I'm sure I'm not the only one that can say that. I've listened to so many genres over so many years, and the amount of music being put out only grows. Since the rise of platforms such as SoundCloud and Spotify, people have the ability to share their works in hopes of becoming great. The live shows, the fans, the roaring crowds. There is just one major issue. It isn't easy to get there. Although yes, you can put your original works on these online platforms, it doesn't mean people will listen to it. And people major in music, thinking they will make it. Instead of picking a safe career, they chose to be bold.
Choosing something that's secure and that's safe and that you know how it's going to play out and you know that, yeah, I'll probably be comfortable. And then taking a leap into something that's more of a black hole where it's consistently drawing you in and it's attractive, but you don't really know how it's going to end up. So it kind of became a model for just our careers as performing musicians as well.
Broken down, so I walk the line. Dry my wounds and I die. Out of money, I'm out of time. I fly low like a broken arrow. Time slows and my vision narrow. Out of money, I'm out of time. Sing your hearts out, sing it loud. Make me happy, make me proud. Black holes, solid ground. Black holes, solid ground. Thousand voices set them free. Cause this silence is killing me.
There is nothing wrong with choosing what you love over a safe path. But you need to be prepared for pain and low points. People say if you work hard enough, you get what you want. But the Rolling Stones also wrote you can't always get what you want. The music field is full of big-time, innovative, and amazing artists, but they all got there because of luck or connections. This shouldn't mean you should give up. If you want to push your band to stardom, you need to put yourselves out there. Making music in your basement or your room and just hoping for someone to pick you up isn't going to cut it. A really good friend of mine, Tom Moore, runs a band of his own. Named Ungerfest, the band put out their debut album and just had a live show at a small venue to a decent crowd. As of making this documentary, they just hit a milestone of over 1,000 followers on Instagram. And that only grows. They put themselves out there and they make connections, but it still comes down to that lucky break. I had the chance to get him on the phone to talk about his experience with the music business and what it truly means to him. There we go. Okay. I don't know if he'll pick up.
Hi.
Hey, Tom. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Tom Moore from Ungerfest.
So I have a few questions for you. Have you ever had any doubts or hard times? Like, have you ever wanted to quit or stop?
No, because it's always been fun. Like, I've never really worked. I mean, I treat it like work when I'm, like, recording and whatever, but it's always been like, hey, you want to come over and jam? Not really like, hey, let's practice. Everyone else has fun with it too, so.
So I know you've said that music was not going to be your field in college. You're not going to major in it. But could that change, do you think?
No, I prioritize my education. I want to get a degree in a field where, you know, I could make some money. And
going back on that, have you ever thought of taking music seriously and trying to make it big?
Well, not really. I don't want it to feel like a job. I want it to always be fun. I'll generally only do musical things that I'm inspired to do.
You're more on the case of it wouldn't be fun if you went to do it like as a profession?
Oh, I think it would be very fun if I did it as a profession. It's just that not often bands make it, you know. Graduate college, get a job, and then music is the backup plan. If that takes off, then sure, I'll quit my job.
How would you describe the process of making it big as like a band?
Making it big is kind of dependent on record labels, and I think that as the internet expands and more people can be discovered independently without record labels, I mean, it's already very difficult to get discovered and get big, but I think it'll be easier for like indie label.
So you think it's easier in today's modern age to get discovered?
Oh yeah, with the internet for sure.
So with the rise of Spotify and SoundCloud, would you say that it's also somewhat still difficult because of artists paying money to kind of make themselves more of a higher priority on the lists and everything?
Yeah, in a way, but not. It's still so much easier now, because especially with the way that Spotify's algorithm works, like that a lot of my songs have been shuffled into Spotify's algorithm. People have heard them, and it gains me new listeners too.
The Spotify Discover Weekly playlist that they always give you on Mondays, I've been able to find so many different smaller bands with that. People still pay money to kind of prioritize themselves over you, and because I'll search for a song, right, and it's a whole long list of all these popular songs, and some songs that don't even match the title before I find the song that that matches the title that I'm looking for, which is usually somewhere buried like all the way at the bottom. Spotify is definitely doing a good job of kind of pushing smaller bands out there, which is nice, but there's still a lot of work that needs to be done in order to give those small bands a chance, I would say. So would you say for a lot of smaller bands out there, just kind of have fun with it and don't take it too seriously?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Kind of riff off each other all the time and make songs. And if you have that chance in your life, you should definitely just have fun with it. Just like Ungerfest, there are countless small bands who put many hours out of their daily lives to make music. It's all blood, sweat, and tears, but it never goes anywhere. With artists paying under the table to get their names placed in playlists, ads, and even just to be in the top search results, the humble musicians fall into the abyss. For me, I go out of my way to find smaller bands, and then share them with my friends to give them the attention they deserve. One band that's extremely small, yet are still within the top 3 of my favorite bands of all time, is a band that consists of 2 people. They have over 6,000 followers on Instagram, which in comparison, the Black Keys have over 300,000 on Instagram. That's a huge difference. They released their debut album, Black Holes, in October of 2018, and have slowly grown over that time. They just finished their North American tour, and are about to tour Europe and the United Kingdom. The Blue Stones struck it lucky to gain a contract, and the only way they did it was by continuing to do what they love and playing gigs all around their area. At one point, they had given up, and decided to pursue their intended majors, with the lead vocalist and guitarist Tarek Jafar going to Europe to study. Eventually, they came back and got lucky. Someone had taken interest in the duo's work, and we went to see them live in Buffalo on February 27, 2019.
It's my good friend Tarek Jafar on guitar. Woo!
Although the venue was small and the crowd was smaller, that has been the best live performance I have ever been to. Tarek Jafar and Justin Tessier were once in the shoes of a small group wanting to hit it big. They had a passion for music ever since high school, and they took their chances. They took a leap into the black hole. Solid ground was always an option, but they were bold. And after years of going through the same routine, going through pain, getting paid almost nothing, they are now on the rise. Their hit single, Black Hole Solid Ground, is playing on radio stations across the globe, and more people are beginning to hear their talent. There was still that lucky break, but it was helped by them putting themselves out there. The real message is, although doing the easy thing may be a safer and a decent route, do what you love. Take a leap into that black hole.